Hey man, but I do wanna actually transition and get into the meat of this. The rumor is
Pause.
the
Man,
yeah,
man,
major. My fault,
Great.
bro. Wow.
You always
That
have a
is
moment. It's always it
crazy.
never
Always,
fails.
every week.
Hey, I
It never
appreciate you,
fails.
Daddy, for holding me accountable.
Getting
Thank
to the
you
meat
so
of this, I
much.
couldn't let you get past
that's
that.
over.
Getting into the meat of anything is
Yeah,
crazy.
he was going. He was going to keep going. He was just going.
I was.
I would have. I would
Because
have.
I be trying to be serious. And you be over here, bro. Let me do my job, man. I
Nah.
appreciate I
Nah.
appreciate it. Hey, but Kai, look, so is it true? The rumor goes that you got bullied into changing your name. That after you had the record with Lecrae, you know, all his youth group supporters
For
told
sure.
you that what you were doing was wrong, and it was like, hey,
Yeah,
all right, I got y'all.
for sure. For sure. Nah, that ain't necessarily how it went. But
Okay, all right.
yeah, if I give y'all the short version, it's like um when I first like when I first popped up on the scene and started doing music and wanted to take it serious, like what people gotta understand, I tell this to everybody, but being from Detroit and then youth pastoring at the time in Detroit, I'm seeing kids that's 10 to 12 years old that's flagging already. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they coming
that's
in church.
normal. Out this
You
way too.
you
Yep.
feel what I'm saying? And like they don't even know why they flagging, but they flagging though, like heavy. So I'm looking at, and that's just some of the stuff that I was seeing and hearing about. So when I started doing music in my head, I'm like, all right, well, ain't nobody in the space really talking to them kids that I'm preaching to every single week. So if I start doing that, I feel like everybody gonna hop on the wave and congratulate me because I'm trying to win souls. Like that was
Yeah.
how I was raised when I came to God. People told me it was the most important thing you could do is win souls. That's what it was. So that was my mindset on it, coming from, like I said, being a youth pastor. So that was where the Demon Killer Gang came from, was to make everything more relatable and make people feel like they had some type of representation in the space. Because we growing up, we didn't have that representation. So fast forward to once I got married, I started having conversations with different people like Tori Deshawn and people like that, Pierce, 1K. And I'm starting to realize that they even telling me, like, bro, you realize like everybody rock with your music. So I'm like, what you mean? They like, bro, they just don't necessarily know about you as a person because of your brand, but they love your music behind closed doors. Like, it's just not clear on where you stand to them because they don't come from where you come from the whole nine. So I made it a conscious decision, like just in prayer, just trying to figure out, like, all right, how can we? I feel like I've done what I could do in the niche space that I was in for so long. So it's like, all right, now that I didn't did that and I didn't blew it up to where everybody and their mama got a Bible blicky and a gospel Glock now and
Yeah.
they killing demons. Now that I didn't did that so much, I don't even want to talk about that no more. Let me show these other people, bro. I ain't just no Detroit rapper. Like I got melodic songs. You know what I'm saying? I could take it to an ATL beat with 1K Few. I could do a rapidy rap song with Tori Deshawn. Like, so that was the whole goal, was to show people like, I'm not changing as a person. You feel me? I'm getting better and I'm evolving in Christ, but at the same time, I'm not changing. The music just sound different. That's all it is for real.
Yeah, bro. And it's crazy you bring it up because that's what I was worried about when I heard about the whole name change. First and foremost, bro, I'm one of those ones. I was one of the first ones, and hip hop corner in general was really one of the first ones to really push like that. Like we liked that music because we liked it in the mainstream. Why would we sit here and act like we don't like it when it came to Christian hip hop? I thought that Christian hip hop was just being smart and understanding that that was the sound that was coming out of mainstream. So at that point, we needed to get on board. Because we always got to, people love to try to talk about it, say it ain't about being relevant and different things like that. And the main thing is not about being relevant. But if your music is not evolving, if it's not riding with what's kind of out there, then at that point you get lost in the shuffle. And people are already, I'm not talking about the church, but I'm just talking about in general. People already aren't just looking for our type of music to begin with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if it accidentally comes on shuffle, you want it to be able to fit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I just think that I was worried about that when I first heard about the name change, but that did not happen, especially listening to this project, Who Am I? That did not happen. It's the same DKG that we done fell in love with, and I'm really proud of you about that, bro. I do want to, before I let Chris get in here and ask you a question, I do want to know, when you were kind of going through this and struggling with this, like I said, I believe that a lot of this came from you know, when people started looking at you and asking about your name and different things like that, or kind of what your mission was, a lot of this came from after that record that you had with Cray, when you got put in front of all of those fans. When you were going through this and kind of struggling with this, did he wind up reaching out to you and kind of giving you some pointers on how to move around like that? Like, how'd that go?
Nah. I ain't gonna say he did. It was you know, and it's like this too. I feel like Cray sometimes get a bad rep where, like, because Cray, I'm gonna speak for the artists that I've heard talk about him negatively in the past. Like, everybody's situation is different, but I feel like because Cray is that guy in this space, he is that Jay-Z figure, mogul type of figure. People feel like when he do say something to you, or when he do a song with you, whatever, that he owes you anything more than that. So I felt like I even got caught up in that when he wasn't reaching out, or when I maybe wasn't hearing something back. But if you think about it, I know how busy I am to where my homeboys be calling me like, bro, you ain't Drake or Chris Brown, bro. Pick up the phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm on the level that I'm at with 200,000-300,000 monthly listeners. Imagine what he doing running a label and got artists that's under, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So no, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but I feel like
no, that's the point.
Yeah, I feel like he get a bad name sometime because I guess he got a history of maybe doing that. But I mean, bro, busy. Like, he gave me a song. I couldn't ask for nothing more besides the song. So
big facts. Yeah, bro. I just wanted to, because I know that he's been through that same thing, and kind of when we see people going through, because this space, bro, I love this space. This space can be toxic at times and have you kind of contemplating, you know, if what you're doing is what you're supposed to do. We've all been, you know, a part of that. So that's the reason why I asked. You know, one thing I noticed about your music, Kai, is that you make a lot of music for the ladies, bro. You make a lot of music, or for people in relationships in general, and that's some of your music that go crazy. You know, when we talk about your music, kind of what led for you to actually want to be that voice in that area?
So I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, we was in the studio one day and we was talking about it. We was literally like getting upset that how can I say this? I'm young, bro, but I'm an old head at heart. So, like, I already don't like new generation music. I'm just forced to make it, like, for real. So it's
man,
okay. So
tell the truth and shame the devil. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when I hear no, it's like a lot of it is some hard stuff that's out right now, but it's like I said, for the most part though, what I don't like, because I feel like one day I might have a daughter, I don't like how most like 99.9% of secular rap music is demeaning women, and a lot of times black women. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, one day we was just in the studio, we was upset, and we was like, you know what? Like, shoot, we said the same thing when it came to doing drill music. Like, let's be the positive side of drill music. So it's like, all right, cool. Let's be the positive side of a, you know, Skilla Baby Bay type of song, or, you know what I'm saying? Or instead of I Want the Thick One is Holy Hunt. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So yeah.
That
so
record go crazy though.
Man, that's all I'm about to say. I'm sorry, bro. As soon as you said it was I want the thick one.
Bro,
I want the
that's
thick. I'm
all
like,
our that's
function
all our
going crazy.
playing. That's
it's on
all
the
our
flow.
playing, bro. But yeah, no, that's what made me really want to do that. And once we did Holy Hunt, I never planned on doing another girl song, because I didn't want to be the girl song guy. Because a lot of times it was hard for me to make some of them records. I'll tell y'all the truth. I'll be in the booth, like, and mind you, I freestyle everything, but I'll be in the booth, like, because I don't talk like that on a daily. Like, me and my shorty got a like, I'm a tease you relationship. Like, I be joking on her all the time, vice versa. So we don't have a relationship where I'm
you be saying she got a big forehead. Yeah, I know.
Like,
you know what you mean.
Like, like, yo, like, matter of fact, I'm gonna wait till you crack a joke and purposely not laugh. Like, I'm one of them. Like, and then come back,
I'm the same way.
He like, what's on TV? Anyways.
Exactly.
Dang,
like,
bro. Y'all some a-holes. God damn.
We got
y'all wives looking at y'all like, do this nigga even love me? Hello?
No, for real, we got that type
the
of
six man. Y'all ignoring them.
On me, we just play all day. So it was sometimes hard for me to go in the booth and think like that. But again, knowing what I see on social media and stuff, like, of what it seemed like women actually want. And then one time I did a poll on Instagram and just asked the women, like, what do y'all want in a man? And literally turn all the polls into the song What She Want that just hit 1 million streams. So it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all might get 2 more out of me, and then I'm gonna probably
he said that's all I got. That's all I got
that's
for you.
crazy
But
you
no,
bring
bro,
that
because
up.
I
That's
was
a trendy
looking,
thing.
I was looking at your records on Apple Music, bro, and it's like, you know, you got that one in public, and then it's like that one, and then the next right after that. But I think that the women are underserved in our community just in general, bro. People are so afraid. It's so taboo to have those conversations unless the ladies have them, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to help, you know, speak that
100%.
relationship, bro. You really got to talk because niggas really going through it out here, man. For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when it's all
And-
said and
oh,
done,
go ahead.
bro, when it's all said and done, and we're talking about this record, Who Am I?
Mhm.
What do you want them to get from this project, bro? What is it when you sit back and you look at this project, you're like, okay, that's what I wanted to communicate out of this record.
Well, with it being named Who Am I? I wanted people to go into it kind of like some clickbait type stuff because I've been quiet for the last like year and a half, and people been putting my name in a lot of stuff. So I wanted the Who Am I thing to kind of like lure people in. But by the time you get to the end of the album, I want you to understand who he is better. So because at the end of the day, when I was asking myself the question of who am I and trying to figure that out since I've been married, I keep coming back to it ain't about who I am, it's about who he is at the end of the day. And I think I even said that on the song King of Kings. So that's what I want people to get from it is it ain't even this ain't about me. Like I want you to really, I want this album to really impact people. That was my prayer. Even when I was talking to my pastor about it the night before it dropped, and I told him, if you're gonna be praying for this album, please pray that this is the most impactful album that I've dropped. And so far, it do seem like it's been that. Like people didn't texted my wife, like talking about I'm sitting over here at work in tears, and you know other people telling me this is my best work, and X, Y, and Z. So I feel like it's doing that. That's why we added that salvation prayer as the last song.
Yeah. Nah, that's huge, bro. I like people who actually have a mission, bro. We're not out here just putting out music. You know what I'm saying? We actually, there's a purpose behind this. And a lot of it sometimes can come behind testimonial rap, which is fine. But at the end of the day, like you said, man, I'm pointing you to a greater purpose. I'm pointing you to a greater purpose, a person, sorry. And that's, what I'm saying, keeping the main thing. So I appreciate that, man. Man, when we talk about this project, bro, what's your favorite song? What's your favorite record off the album? And don't say all of them, bro. Don't do that.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
You can say that. That's like asking what's your favorite kid out of all the kids you got.
No, but you got
oldest.
your favorites though. You got.
But you ain't gonna admit. You ain't gonna admit. You gonna.
No, I
He said you ain't
like,
gonna.
I'm gonna tell it.
No, for real. But
Kyle, like I'm gonna tell it.
No, on me with my songs, bro. They all not created equal. I ain't gonna lie. It's some songs on the album. I'm not gonna say which of these songs that I don't like, but it is some on the album that I don't even like no more. Just because it's like, bro, I'm tired of hearing this, or I got demo-itis or whatever.
Recording process is crazy.
Man, what we literally every song on this album got like 6 or 7 different versions of like legit. So I say my favorite though is between All Things. Because I just love that beat switch in there.
Me too.
All Things. It's a 3-way tie. All Things, Hate Myself, and probably Tevin's Story. It transitioned. Did y'all see the video for that?
Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. You did a heck of a rollout with it, bro. Like I could tell once you said that you recorded it over a year and a half ago. I'm like, dang, so you been sitting on the video that long too? Like,
you've
been waiting to roll that out.
What's crazy? That's the crazy part. The song was done like a year and a half, 2 years ago. But I just got back from LA on Monday and called up my homeboys and was like, look, I ain't got nobody to shoot this video, but we need to get this shot on Tuesday. And we shot it. We shot it in like 45 minutes. On Tuesday, I put up to my boy Heem crib, shot it 45 minutes at his crib, came home, edited it in like an hour, and just had it ready. So yeah, that was real running gun. I handled all my media.
Made you feel like a real artist out here in these streets, huh?
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Hey, I like that though, because people don't understand the man how taxing it is being an independent artist. People think, man, oh yeah, let me just grab this phone real quick, let me stand in front of it, do my little 2-step to promote this record, and that's the end. But bro, it's planning. Some of this stuff is all God. Like, he sends you an idea immediately. You're like, I have to execute. Who can I call on to help me execute this plan within this moment? Like, that's